All right, you have a Windows 10 computer and you enabled computer desktop alerts and you sent yourself a test notification and it said the test notification sent successfully, but it's just not showing up in this part of your screen. Then this video is for you. Almost always in these situations, it's something in your Windows settings that's blocking the notifications from showing. So let's go through those and make sure they're all set up the way we actually want them to be. First thing, come over here to this search bar and type in settings. Next, come over here to System. Then go to Notifications and Actions. Okay, first thing, make sure your notifications are turned on. Sometimes people accidentally turn them off, sometimes when they're annoyed, who knows what. Make sure they're turned on. Next, come over and look at this section. This is all personal preference, but while we're here, why don't I explain them to you? Do you want, the two that apply to us are whether you want notifications to show on your lock screen, like when you're not logged into your computer yet, do you want the notifications to show on that screen or not? And also, do you want your notifications to play sounds? Set those however you personally like. They won't really affect whether you're getting the notifications while you're using your computer. Okay, next, come over to this Focus Assist settings right here and click on this. Okay, Focus Assist is basically Windows 10's way of saying do not disturb. Make sure it's turned off. Make sure it's currently turned off at least. If it's turned on, you're not going to be receiving any notifications. Next, come over here to the automatic rules section, and unless you have a really good reason, just turn all of these off. These control whether whether Focus Assist turns on at automatically at certain times. For example, during these hours. When you're duplicating your display, if you plug in an external monitor, do you want notifications to automatically be turned off? When you're playing a game, when you have an app in full screen mode, like when you're watching a movie or something like that. You can turn these back on if you really want notifications to stop during these times. Just be aware that that might be the reason why you're not receiving notifications if you're in one of those situations. Okay, now that we got all this set up, come back over here to Settings. Scroll down to the Get Notifications from these apps sections and find your browser listed over here. First of all, make sure notifications are enabled for that browser. But that's not all. You got to click it as well. We just made sure it's turned on, but make sure these two are turned on for sure, especially this one, Show Notification Banners. That's what's going to control whether the notifications are visible to you or not. Whether you want them to show in the Action Center, I suppose that is optional. You could turn that off if you wanted. The Action Center is this right here if you don't know. It's where it shows your notifications that have come in, that they displayed for a while and then they disappeared, and also a bunch of other information. These two are the two optional things we talked about before, whether you want the notifications to show on the lock screen and whether you want them to play a sound when they arrive. And this stuff is also purely personal preference. In that Action Center, I just showed you whether you want to always show the top, whether you want to show above normal priority stuff, or whether you want to be just shown somewhere in there, but as normal priority. Okay, after you got all that stuff set up the way you want, go back to subalert.com, send yourself another test computer desktop notification, and this time it should show up right over here.